When an Italian guy went to repair his toilet, he unearthed an ancient underground complex. Luciano Faggiano is a lease resident. He owned property and wanted to turn the ground floor into a restaurant. He, along with his wife, Anna Maria Sano, and her son, David, who was 12 years old at the time, were going to live on the upper levels of the building. His two older sons, Marco and Andrea, had moved out of the house and gone to college. When Luciano decided that it was time to start the renovations, he asked his sons to come home to help. The property seemed to be in pretty good condition. Luciano realized that he would need to remodel the inside for aesthetics, but as far as the structure went, it had recently been updated. There was a new central heating system in the building, and the walls were painted bright white. Luciano decided that the property didn't need too much work, except for the toilet that was broken. The last thing that Luciano wanted to do was repair a backed-up sewer system, but he had no choice. He got his sons together to help him dig the trench. He assumed that the project would take just a week. When they started digging, they discovered that there was a false floor in the basement. Luciano realized the job would now take longer than a week. He and his sons started digging up the false floor, keeping it a secret from his wife. As the men were digging, they uncovered medieval stone. This was when they realized that there could be some historical artifacts hidden under the family home. They found an uncovered grain storage chamber, which led them to believe that there was something more in there. Unfortunately, there wasn't much room to move under the floor, so Luciano asked his son, David, who was just 12 years old and smaller than his other son, to search the uncovered space below. Luciano's wife started getting suspicious about what the men were doing because of all the laundry the men were putting in the hamper. His neighbors also started getting suspicious because of all the debris that was coming out of the home. When one of Luciano's neighbors alerted the authorities, they told him that the project had to end. The authorities told him that he could fix the broken pipe, but nothing more. Finally, a year later, Luciano was given the green light to start working on the project again. Luciano and his sons eventually uncovered ancient vases, medieval-era relics, and religious bottles. Much of the city's history was buried right underneath the Faggiano home. Each day of digging turned up new artifacts. The project ended up costing Luciano more money than he had, so he wanted to stop. He bought cinder blocks to cover up the hole and forget about it, but city officials didn't want him to. They wanted to see what else was down there. Also, his architect told him that he should get the sludge beneath the bathroom before renovating it. Luciano decided that he would drop the plans for the restaurant. Instead, he was going to build a museum called Museum Faggiano. He was going to display everything that he and his sons had found for the world to see. Fortunately, the city government was on board with this project. Today, the museum is one of Lisa's top-rated museums. Guests can take a winding staircase to get to the area that the family dug up. They installed bright lights and glass floor sections so that visitors can get a good look at what's down below. Luciano says that he cannot believe what a broken pipe in the toilet started it all. It may not be Pompeii, but it's pretty great.